Ladies and gentlemen, we are so back. We got more Pocket Trains action. Picked up the game for the first time in like several years now. I just felt like playing it again, I guess. Yeah, it's one of those games I just kind of come on and off from. And I recently just picked it up again, so I figured I'd have some fun, play around with it. Changed my system quite a bit since you last saw it, so it'll look a little different. I don't know how active I'll be in the chat. I don't know if I'll bring people on. I just want to just play a little bit. That's all I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't know how much commentary or anything I'll give. I'll just play like I normally do. Feel free to chat. Feel free to say hi. I'm just gonna be chilling and gaming. We got some Tramp gaming here. I did not mean to do that. Crap. Actually, you know what? That kind of works out. Hang on a second. I'll grab you. Boom, boom, boom. Send that to Paris. And then Texas is fully loaded. Who else do we got? Okay. Georgia, New Orleans. Need to send you to LA. Is the daylight here? It is not. Gosh dang it, where is it? Also, yeah, this seems to be showing up okay. I'm going to be checking that like 20 times through the stream just to see if it's still showing up all right. It seems to be. Boom, boom, boom. All right. What's the daylight got? Gosh dang it. Okay. There's going to be a lot of back and forth action here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be yapping much, just gaming a little bit here. There we go. All right, daylight's on its way to Georgia. Brazil Fighter, Sydney. I know this is not the most advanced setup I have here. I'm literally just projecting this from my computer because I got Pocket Trains downloaded onto my computer. Okay, where? There he is. Send that to New Orleans. All right. Nope. Boom, boom, boom. Send you on your way. Pretty good. Okay, reballing. Shout out to the soundtrack, by the way. You. All you. Going on there. Send that. Take that. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Gotcha. Okay. I hope it's not too loud, by the way. I hope this isn't like... I hope the music isn't drowning out my narration. What I have there is. That is. Yeah, I hope the music isn't just blaring over me talking. Let me know if it's way too loud. I'll see if I can do something about that. Okay. Or don't let me know, that's fine. I get it. I mean, I'm not really... This isn't really like much of an interactive stream, I'll admit. I'm just chilling, gaming. Fun little weekend. Alright. Let's see, didn't I have some stuff? Did I not? I guess I didn't. Okay. Okay. Sending you to Georgia. Alrighty. Oh gosh, I should have sent that there instead, dang it. Oh well. Do we go to Houston or Managua is the question. Nothing in Houston, so I guess Chargers on freight is weird. It is. Yeah, the Polar Hybrid is the newest addition to my fleet. It's basically a supplement to the freighter services. This is essentially kind of like a fast freight / passenger type thing. It runs in the US and it goes all the way to Paris via this northern route, hence Polar Hybrid, because it's basically the closest thing to the Polar Express. So yeah, by the way, let me know if the audio, if you can hear me all right. Let me know if you can hear me all right, because the music is coming in pretty good on my end, but I hope it's not like overpowering, like it's not just blaring over me talking. So if it's at any point too loud, I might just have to turn it off. We'll see. Oh yeah, by the way, the 20th Century Limited, I got it running. Where is it? I think it's up in Alaska. I did get it running from Chicago East, so kind of on New York Central's route. I hear you good. Music is a bit loud. Okay, yeah. I don't know if there's a way to like reduce the audio without just taking it off entirely. I might just do that. Actually, that is a lot better. It sounds kind of weird without the music, but you can still hear the trains and you can hear me. So yeah, hopefully that's not a big deal. And also maybe then I won't get slammed with copyright. So yeah, little awkward with it being this quiet. Shout out to the Pocket Trains music, by the way. You know what? It's pretty chill. It's a good vibe. Just a little loud is all. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're just going to offset all this stuff in Paris. Let's see. What freighters do I have? Okay, I still have 2 freighters in Paris. I think they're both ready to go. I haven't really given much background to my operation right now, but yeah, I'm still doing the whole, what I called PSR, where I had like 6 freighters all running on the same route. I've made some improvements to that route since. I've added this sort of cutoff from St. Louis so that trains can kind of run around each other. Like, for example, if I have a southbound running through Atlanta, like what Virginia Freighter is doing, if I had a train running southwest, I could have a train running around it via St. Louis so that they wouldn't be running into each other. So yeah, nice little addition there, just to get the freighters to more places and keep them from just keep them from wreaking havoc and whatnot. All right, so I think I'll be able to send one of my freighters. Who should I send? That's the question. Which one of these will go? I think I will send... I might have to rearrange... Ah, crap, I was going to take that to Edmonton. Might have to leave some... I'm going to have to leave some cars behind. There we go. All right, I'm going to send you... Now, the Delaware freighter here is a good example of what my St. Louis cutoff, my brand new trademark St. Louis cutoff is. Initially, the route was from New York to New Orleans via DC and Atlanta. Now, there's an extra route that goes around via St. Louis. Hello, CSX. Thank you for watching. All right. Let's send this guy off. So then the only freighter left will be, I think it's the Carolina or the Louisiana, one of those. So we'll send this all the way to St. Louis. And just from that, I'm getting 4,800 coins. So big operating costs, pretty expensive doing this, but it pays off, evidently, because I'm at over 8 million coins. That's when the big bucks start rolling in. All right. Now, what else do we got? I might just bring this guy down. Bring down the Century Limited, get you back to Chicago. Boom, boom, boom. Get you to St. Louis. What the heck? There we go. Also, let me see what that crate is, by the way. What was in here? Another Virginia part. All right. Yeah, not many. Oh, yeah, I've started getting the new electric engines that they came out with. I'm kind of curious about those. I don't know how much I'm going to use them, but they are cool. It's nice to see this game is still getting updates all these years later. Shout out Nimblebit. Pretty cool. And yeah, I've got some engines in my yard here, which I pretty much never use. I might just use them like if I create yet another freighter line or just to sell if I'm tight on cash for whatever reason. So yeah. Let's see. You can grab all that. You probably should grab all that. And this is where the big bucks start rolling in. Now, should I go to Darwin or Port Moresby? I might go to Darwin first since it has more cargo there, and I'll come back around to Port Moresby. I'll take that to Cairns. What the heck? And we get nearly 7,000 coins just from this one move. This is what I mean. This is why the system is pretty cool. And look at these. Nearly 1,000 coins a car. Yeah, pretty good. Meanwhile, the Brazil freighter will take those cars that I just dropped off, send them all the way to South America. Now, I might have to leave some of these behind and have one of the other freighters take them. Let me see. What did I leave in Perth? I might have to leave some cars behind. I'll grab them on the next run. It is what it is. Let me just get to Perth first and see what's there. Make an extra 34 coins while I'm on my way. All right. You are going to Brazil? Indeed I am. See ya, Blake. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying for a little bit. I'm not really going to be as active in this stream just because I'm just chilling, gaming a little bit. Not really doing that much. Holy crap, we got some big cash jobs. I'm going to be sending those down right away. Yeah, get those to Paris so that we can get them on a freighter to the U.S. Because apparently container ships don't exist in this game. The trains have replaced them all. All right. Now, I need to send you, because I'm going to be sending the hybrid first, my brand new Polar Hybrid. which has... It's faster than the freighters, but it only hauls 24 cars instead of 28. So for that reason, it's going to be kind of like an Amtrak type deal where it's like it hauls passenger and fast freight services on a different route. So it will still kind of go along the same route as the freighters, but it goes farther north on this line, hence the polar hybrid name. All right. What does the Decatura have? Not much yet, so good thing I sent the standard, the Rio Grande down there. Peppermint has a lot. Don't remove it. I am taking all of this, please. Grab all that. I'll take your entire stock. And San Juan is going to head down south with all of his goodies. Now, let me see. Okay, no. Okay, it does have some jobs. There's the coffee for Port Moresby and that for Harping. Okay, I can drop off. All right, I'm going to send you... Boom, 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 boom. Do, do, do. Oh, yeah, this is another little extension. One of my freighters, I think it's Carolina Freighter, now runs down to Africa just to bring it a little closer to the short lines that it interchanges traffic with, and also so that I'm relieving congestion from Paris a little bit, just to get some traffic out of Paris so it's not getting overloaded with cargo. So that's fun. It's basically, I've learned that Paris is what in this game, at least for my operations, what Chicago is for the real railroads. It's like, that's the hub that everything goes through, but that also means it's extremely congested. So yeah, Paris in this game is essentially my Chicago. All right, and get that. Off you go. Let's see what else we got here. All right. Oh, you have stuff for the Decatura. How nice. Yes, grab all that. What is this in Xeon? Sometimes I just park cars here. Okay, yeah, grab that. Sometimes I just park cars places and forget that they're there, and I check the station. I'm like, oh, that. Lot to keep track of. All right. Do I have 2 trains? No, I only have 1 train in New Orleans. Silly me. All right, yes, take that to Vladivostok. That's over 1,000 coins per car. So yeah, this is where the big money jobs come in, and this is where having this many freighters really comes in handy, because these jobs, if I get like 3 of those high-paying jobs at once, it can fill up a train real fast. And that's only from the freighters. I also have all these little short lines, which the jobs can originate from, which it then takes to the freighters to do the real long hauls. I might just go down to Managua, see, get whatever I can. Some of these short lines. Some of these are essentially short line. I should have gone to Houston. I am dumb. I should have gotten the grain from Houston. Gosh dang it. I can go back and get it later. Yeah, that was not very smart. All right. Let me see. What else can I do? Because this guy's almost fully... Well, I guess... Okay, never mind. Yeah, drop all of that off. Good thing the Century Limited is coming to pick all that up. That tends to happen where I get quite a bit of congestion. I think I have like... what is this? 3 freighters running at the same time? No, 2. I got the Polar Hybrid, which of course isn't a freighter. It's a passenger train in a freighter's world. Hopefully it won't deal with freight train interference. It very well might, but I figured I'd challenge myself a little there. And then we have the Delaware Freighter crossing the Atlantic in its fancy underwater tunnel. Also, by the way, since I'm playing this on a computer, you can really see like a lot more of the screen. Couldn't really do that when I was on a phone. Because, yeah, I got Pocket Trains on my computer now. That's how I'm streaming this from my computer. Oh, man, you don't got nothing. Okay. Send you to Amsterdam. Grab that. We're good. So now we only have one train in Paris that will be departing. Departing at some point. All right, send you down to Hanoi. Grab that. There you go. By the way, one thing I've always wondered about this game, I'm curious what kind of horn that is, because I know it's probably like a generic train horn sound file, but I don't really recognize the kind of horn that it is. I like it though. It sounds cool. Anyway, we got a new crate. Emerald steamer. Usually when I get like steamers and stuff, I just sell them right away. Make some easy cash. All right, bye CSX. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed. All right, what else needs doing right now? Let me just scope up where things are. All right, as soon as the Polar Hybrid gets to Phoenix, I'm going to send... Actually, I think I should send it to... Well, what's in LA? Okay, LA has a ton of stuff. Actually, I can load up the Georgia freighter right now. I think I'm going to do that. Just load this guy up. Boom. Boom, boom. Don't remove it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Just load that thing up with everything in here. Just like that. And just like that, we've got a fully loaded train ready to head east and do it all again. And then we still got some cargo left over. So once again, that's why I like to have multiple freighters, even though they're on the same route. Where is... There's the Yankee Standard. Okay, you... Good thing you are right here, because you've now got some work to do. I'll send that to Honolulu, and maybe grab some eastbound jobs while I'm there. So, you are taking a trip to Hawaii, my friend. Enjoy. By the way, the Yankee Standard is a new train that I also recently added with two Gila. Is it? I don't know how you say Gila or Gila. The Standard. So yeah. Okay, send you back to Houston because I was an idiot. Boom, 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 boom. Make an extra 620 in cash while you're at it. All right. Oh yes, grab both of those. All right. And now we can send that to Port Moresby, make over 3,000 coins, and maybe grab some extra westbound jobs while we're at it. Okay. Excuse me. All right, and that's why I stopped in Berlin, because I figured... Or stopped in Amsterdam, and now I'm about to stop in Berlin because that hybrid has some jobs to pick up. And you... I think in either Bordeaux or Madrid, both. The answer is both. Okay, I've got jobs for both of those cities. Nice. I'm trying to think what I should do here. Let me just send this to Bordeaux real quick. Oh yeah, because the Terabyte Zephyr, which used to run the Polar Hybrid's job, is now here since it's been replaced by the Polar Hybrid. You are going to go to Bordeaux. Send as much as you can. That works. All right. And Xeon. Yes, that's why I sent you here. You got a lot of jobs that need picking up. We will pick them up because that's what we do. Nearly 6,000 coins in one trip. Here we go. And I don't know if we'll see it on this stream, but I have had some trips where I get over 10,000 coins in a single trip because it might be like a short line interchanging traffic or something. Daylight is in Atlanta. It's got a bunch of jobs it can grab. Grab all that. I also noticed they've added a bunch of extra little cash awards there. Subsidies, I guess. I'll drop this off in Caracas for the Brazil freighter to pick up and send to Belém when it comes back. And it should be coming back pretty soon because I loaded up. It's pretty fully loaded. It's loaded pretty good, is my point. All right, and send you. I don't know why I didn't send you already. To Easter Island, almost 7,000 coins once again. There we go. Send one in Hanoi. Take that. And you know what? Take that to there, so then the Mercury... Oh, Mercury's right there. Was I have this for Edmund? Oh gosh. Didn't dox myself there, did I? I accidentally clicked something on my computer. I don't know if I doxed myself or not. Okay. I am impressed at how fast these hybrids are. They get the job done pretty well. Of course, they aren't as high capacity as the freighters. If they were higher capacity than the freighters, I would replace all my freighters. But alas, the freighters are still my dominant intercontinental workforce. So, yeah. Okay, Polar Hybrid made it to Phoenix. You will grab all of that. I did not have cargo for it. Okay. New York also has a couple jobs. I should probably start getting more jobs for all these freighters because I can tell I don't have enough to load up all of them at the moment. I will send you to Houston so that you can start dropping stuff off. Let's see here. Aha! You have made it. Drop all that off. Also get the steel while I'm at it. Send it to Chengdu. Send that across the other side of the world to Mexico City. And now I think the Decatur will have enough to leave with its payload. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay. Those cars for Yakutsk will have to wait, I'm afraid. Send you to Moscow. Yeah. All right, there we go. No coins? Okay. Let's see. I might just... This is kind of just a personal preference thing because I'm picky. I might just send this to LA so that I can interchange traffic with the Georgia freighter. Because I kind of like to make my freighters all freight trains, and now that I have my hybrid, get it as much passenger traffic as I can, just to have a specific passenger train and a specific freight train, because sometimes having every single one of these trains being a mixed train just looks kind of weird to me. I know that's like not a big thing to get worked up over. One other thing that I'll do, this is my plan for the Terabyte Zephyr, if it can make it. Because it's got this job for Antananarivo. I am so sorry if I butchered that. And since it's on the route, gosh dang it. Okay, yeah, refuel it. Ah, it's not going to make it. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Yeah, take what you can. My plan is to send it down to there to interchange this traffic with the Brazil freighter, which has a direct route to Australia. Speaking of Brazil freighter, perfect timing. It just arrived in Perth. It won't be grabbing that cargo now. It'll probably get in on its return trip, but it will take that shrimp to Phoenix. The rest of this might have to wait. Otherwise, you know what? I might drop... Oh, gosh. I might drop off that and grab the plums from Manaus, because then it would be a much more direct route to... Sorry for the noise in the background. It's my dog. All right. And then just take that to Caracas while you're at it. It won't be able to do this in one shot. I'll have to... Yeah, it'll have to stop in Pretoria and fully refuel before it can make it to South America. It's definitely a very, very long distance route. Okay, so I think I might grab that traffic for Perth while I'm there. Well, I don't know. I don't know what. I'll just leave the pumpkin steamer to refuel while I think about my next move there. You... Okay, yeah. Another... Yeah, that's definitely getting sent. Nope, don't get rid of that. Take that off to Mexico City. Mallard has also made it. How convenient. And you can take those down to Mexico City. I guess that worked out pretty well after all. 2,000 coins. Grain. Grain doesn't tend to be a very high-paying job, unfortunately. But got some big bucks, literally. And we will send you to LA as well. So then, yeah, that should work out pretty good. Assuming... Actually, I think I have more jobs. Yeah, there's that. And then... Okay, yeah, so I do have some extra jobs for them to do. Plus, I might just get rid... Those were from an event a day or two ago. Yeah, I'm going to just get rid of that. Sorry. You... Yeah, I had some cargo for you to drop off. I might just wait. And, yeah, that for Edmonton. I might just wait for the hybrid to arrive because... Actually, no, never mind. The standard can pick that up. Okay, I'm gone. All right, send you down to Broome. Drop off what you can. Actually, send you down to Alice Springs because you got stuff for there too. And yeah, plenty in Alice Springs to keep you busy. Sounds like I've got some more arrivals. You. Oh, dang. I might just, I mean, that's 800 coins a car. That's pretty good. I might just send that to Kiev. And, yeah, I might just drop it off real quick. And then go back to Moscow to pick up the Decatur's cargo. Got a part for that, don't worry. What's in Shenyang? Oranges for New Orleans. Where did that originate? Beijing, which is probably why it's in Shenyang now. I could probably take that to Xi'an real quick, and then I'll send this all down to Australia. Well, at least I'll have the San Juan standard send it down to Australia. I'll just send it to the San Juan. Making a quick 718 coins. You just made it to St. Louis. Very good. Drop all that off. Pick all that up. What's in Chicago, by the way? Oh, more stuff for me. Oh, joy. Oh, crap, and it's low on fuel. I might have to refuel it. I've got plenty of bucks. I can probably refuel it. And you can also stock up. There we go. And now, just like that, the Carolina freighter is almost ready to go. Works out pretty well. All right, and now you will wait for the hybrid to get there. Let's see. Pumpkin steamer is still sitting in Port Moresby because I couldn't decide what to do with it. Still haven't thought about that. Never a dull moment in this game, it seems. At least not when the trains are fully fueled. Nothing for out of Easter Island, so... Yeah, I'll just send you back there and see what else there is to haul. I know this isn't exactly the most riveting streaming entertainment, but I just wanted a fun little gaming session now that I'm back in this game. I know it's been a hot minute. I know it's fairly popular content. I'm glad that Pocket Trains still has a active fan base for being an actually pretty good mobile game. Oh dang, that thing is very low on fuel. There you go. That's what I was doing. Drop all that off. It doesn't seem to have many things to do right now, so we can just chill in Caracas and refuel. Texas has been there already. It's fully fueled. Actually, no. Georgia was the one that was there. I think Texas... I think these were both already here. I'm getting confused. All right, so I think my plan is I might, just for consistency... One second. Let me think what I should do here. I know what I'm going to do. I will drop off all the freight, and you can take the passengers and the bulldozers. It will also take the bulldozers to Montreal since it has direct access to Montreal. And the plan is that all these guys will drop off their passenger trains and pick up the freight. Actually, I might have a full... Actually, this is all freight. Okay, never mind. Let's see what the Georgia has. The Georgia has passengers. All right, you guys can go on the dedicated passenger train so that you're not having to ride alongside the ethanol and the bicycles and the coffee, the exposed coffee that may or may not be a FDA violation, a violation of somebody's laws, I'm sure. All right, and then you can get loaded up with freight. Look at all that coal. Look at all that coal. It's a lot of coal. Gosh dang it, I keep doing that by accident. Since I'm not used to playing this on a computer. At least not yet. To 3 people who are watching me fumble around with this, thank you for sticking with me. All right, let's see what I can do here. And now it's almost fully loaded. I think just a few more passenger cars will do it. And just like that, we got nearly a full passenger train, plus a couple bulldozers for the road. So, yeah, I guess that's not really a big deal, whether it's all freight or all passenger. It looks nice aesthetically. I mean, it's all going the same place anyway. Nothing in Honolulu, so I'll send you back to San Francisco. Pick up that cargo. I think it was a couple more passenger cars. And you are in Kiev. You made it. Now back to Moscow you go. Boom, boom. There you go. Didn't I get a special crate? Yes, I did. Another part for the Decatora. Very nice. Okay. This feels kind of weird without the music, but it is. The music was being a little loud, so you guys can actually hear me yapping. Where's the peppermint steamer? Is it still? Okay, it's in Africa. Is that Tripoli? I suck at pronunciation. I am so sorry. All right, just take that to Winnipeg. What the heck? Take that to Bogota as well. In fact, now that you're here, Rio Grande can take this onward. Don't remove it. It came all this way. It is not getting sidelined right now. Yeah, just take that. 7,000 coins. Payday. All right. And then you got that to Kolkata. Any more traffic? I might just wait and see if there's any more traffic for this guy. All right, now. Shenyang. Oh, yes, you got the oranges. There is more traffic. See, that's why. And it's got to refuel. That's fine. I've got enough bucks. I don't really use my bucks for much, besides just opening crates. I mean, sometimes if there's a good exchange rate at the bank, I'll send them to the bank, but I don't really use the bank that often. And so since I get so many bucks jobs, I kind of have a surplus of bucks, as you can see. So I don't really mind just using them to refuel my trains by default. All right, now you might also get a full refuel here. How much did I have? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. And look, right here, 16 bucks and over 7,000 coins. Stonks. That's what I call stonks. All right. Now you are going to drop all this off and pick that up for anchorage. I don't know where I'm gonna. Might drop that off in Baghdad or Tehran and hope that one of the hybrids picks it up, sends it up. I'll get some pipes. There's an event going on. I know I'm not going to be able to complete it in time, but I can at least make some contribution. Yeah, drop that gold ore off. Nearly 800 coins each, so still pays pretty good. I tried to for my intercontinental jobs do over 800, do at least 700 coins each, preferably over 800. But I think 700 is usually the cutoff. Look at that. All right, like these, not quite 1,000, but definitely over 900. Very good pay there. Drop that off for Honolulu. So now the Virginia freighter will be waiting on jobs. Who should I'm gonna send the polar hybrid out. It's the passenger train. It gets priority. Except what am I gonna do? I'll just send it around. This is why I'm glad I can't see. This is exactly why I'm glad I came up with this cutoff. The trademarked St. Louis cutoff. This is exactly why. It does mean some extra. I have to spend a little extra on operating costs, but it also means it can get out of the US a lot faster. Not quite to Paris, but it does get to Reykjavik. I'm sorry, I need to study up on my pronunciation. Take that to Nuke while you're at it, and that. 2,000 coins doesn't seem like much, but when you look at all these passenger jobs, it'll pay for itself here pretty soon. Off you go. Like a true passenger train, it gets priority. It's the first one to go. Not too much freight interference for it yet. Keyword is yet, because it's competing for trackage with 6 other freighters, so we'll see how long that lasts. It'll be a fun little operational challenge for me. All right, you're almost to Moscow. Very nice. All right, and oh, I should send it down to Baghdad. I don't think I have enough. I don't know why. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to play around with sending different hybrids to different routes, and I never got around to that. But now I have. Anything for Istanbul? It's probably there, and I just don't see it. This is fine. A few extra pipes. No, thank you. I won't subject you guys to the ads. Now, what else we got? Oh, I guess... Oh, I was waiting for that one last thing. Aha! And it's almost out of fuel as well. I can drop that off at Porto Alegre, maybe. And the freighter can pick it up when it comes back, when it's refueled. So I guess I'm waiting for this guy to get refueled as well. I'm starting to lose traction. Like usually when you first start the game, I usually like wait for everything to get where it needs to go, and then I come back after an hour or so, and by then everything's fully refueled, everything's ready to go. But now I kind of in the middle. I'm in the waiting period. I could just boost everything to its destination, which, I mean, I could do, but like, I don't know. That feels kind of... Though I've got the bucks for it. I said that I have the bucks for it, and I do. So if I really wanted to, I could. I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't have sent this all the way to Reykjavik. I probably should have just sent it to Atlanta and then there, because then I could start the freighters on their journeys, but now they're going to have to wait, all 3 of them. I'm not always the brightest sometimes. All right, and I might just leave this in St. Louis because I also sometimes leave trains in St. Louis. They don't all go all the way to Los Angeles. Once again, just to make sure that nothing's getting too congested in one specific place. Oh, dang, I remember this game from like 2017. Yeah, I have played it for... Honestly, I've played it for even longer than that. I think I first played it like 2014 or 2015. Of course, I was a kid at the time, and so I was just getting my hands onto any mobile train game I could. And so I found this one, and honestly, it kind of stuck with me. Yeah, it's been fun. And I vividly remember when I only had like... I vividly remember the initial grind when I only had like the steamers and the expresses, and I remember like having to invest into getting like a license. Like I remember trying to grind for all the licenses, like getting a license for North America, trying to build that long transatlantic line from Lisbon to New York. Like it was a grind. I mean, it took me a while, but I mean, here I go. And of course I'm still playing because now it's like still got cargo to move. It's fun. It's nice to think about. Kind of wholesome. All right, yeah. That's the cargo that I had. Don't remove it, dang it. And I'm going to have to fully refuel it. Yes, I will. Honestly, I didn't even think it would make it to Toronto, but it did. Good for you. All right, off you go again. Back to Chicago, just like your IRL predecessors. And we got what's probably a spam call on the landline in the background. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Okay, what should I do? I could send this down to a Cynthian. How much? It's got very little fuel. I should probably refuel it soon. Is this guy still waiting for these? Okay, it's still waiting for the hybrid. That might take a while. Okay. 1 second. Hang on, I gotta check something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. I just had to check something real quick. I don't recall dinosaurs being cargo the last time I played. That's one thing I noticed. I think that was pretty recent. Like that was probably... Oh, I don't know when, but it was pretty recent that they added some new types of cargo here. Mostly just like containerized freight. Oh gosh, where is it? Like they added a bunch of new container loads, like bicycles. The ice cream is new, and yeah, they have like shrimp. They have fish. They had farm animals, dino bones. Those are very high-paying jobs. The dino bones, arcade games, pineapples, horses. Yeah, they got a bunch of different games. Also, I think they updated the characters because I don't remember there being a creeper on the platform either. You better not be exploding in LAUPT. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I think they got some new cargo in this game, which I like. It's pretty cool. It's more variety, and of course, it's high paying, big bucks or big coins, I suppose. All right, send you to St. Louis, and there you go, Dino Bones. As I say that, and I'll probably go back and grab whatever's in Denver. Yeah, the fish from Mumbai. Excuse me. Fish is also a new one. Yeah. Oh, and UFOs. That was also a new one. I don't know how I could forget that one. Yeah, it's fun. Did they make a PC port? This is actually on my computer. Spoil Not sponsored. Nope, I'm not plugging anything, but I have a Mac and I have an iPhone, so I can like get Pocket Trains on my computer. And like there's a way, Nimblebit has a way to like enable cloud services, so like you can play the same sort of save file, I guess, on your computer and then play that same game on your phone. So that's how I was able to do this whole stream thing to begin with. Just because I got the game downloaded on my computer, and I'm sharing it. And when I initially downloaded it, it was a brand new game, so I had to do the whole cloud services thing. But kudos to them for thinking ahead about that. That's what's making this stream possible. And like I said before I was going on about that, I do appreciate how there are constantly... I appreciate how this game is still being updated. They're still working on it. It's nice to know that this game is probably like over 10 years old at this point. And for a mobile game, like it's definitely far from the most popular, which might be partly a good thing, knowing how mobile games are. But they're still updating it. They're still like putting detail in it. They're still giving it the time of day. And you know what? I really respect that, because this is honestly one of the only mobile games, one of the only video games in general at this point that I really care about, that I really spend time with. So yeah, there's my little spiel about WDevs. All right. You know, I should probably go down to St. Louis and drop all this new cargo I got real quick. 700 and here's another new piece of cargo, toxic waste. Because, you love it when that's being hauled on a train with passengers and horses, which is also why I try to have distinct passenger trains and distinct freight trains, because obviously you don't want toxic waste being sandwiched in between two passenger cars. I think that's just common sense. I know, thankfully it's not impacted in the game, but like, yeah, just from a conscience standpoint, I would think that's probably not a good thing to do. I might just send this to Alice Springs just to meet up with the standards, see if there's anything. It has a couple jobs that it can maybe drop off. All right, and another train crate. All right, I think that's good. By the way, $7,900, yippee! And it was just a few days ago, I think, that I passed 8 million coins. My quote-unquote PSR system has been working. It has been making me the big bugs. Now, oh, and this just arrived. Okay, I'll drop you guys off. Did I have any more? No, I think it's good. All right. And just like that, our Carolina freighter is fully loaded, ready to go as soon as it gets to a clear track, though that could be a while before it does. In the meantime, I'll send the Century Limited all the way up to Alaska. Gosh dang it. Over 6,000 coins, though, so it'll be paying off pretty good. Anyway, about my quote-unquote PSR system. It was kind of stupid, at least how I referred to it. Like, I'm still doing that same system. I think it's fun. It's like, it's strategic. It's got a lot of strategic aspect to it, and it definitely involves a lot of like strategy, like knowing what trains to run when. I personally like that. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think the way I referred to it as PSR is kind of stupid, because I know it's not. I know now more than I did at the time. It's not really PSR, like I was hyping it up to be. And also PSR in general is not as cool as I thought it was. I think, and I've thought about making a video about this, I used to absolutely glaze PSR, and it was like, it is not cool. And I know now it is not cool, like I thought it was. So yeah, anyway, that's my spiel on that. You can grab that. Also grab that for Tehran. Good timing. Although it's almost out of fuel. Good timing nonetheless. And also that. Tigers and pigs and ducks. A lot of animals. Even I can't keep up with all of them. You know what? I might as well have Noah's Ark on rails here. I mean, I've got this many. I got this many animals. I've got like a whole farm here. Who said that trains don't haul cattle in it? You know what? I could almost have like a circus train or something. All right, and you made it to St. Louis. I'll repair with coins, fine. You have made the long journey from Paris. Welcome back to the States. And, of course, it has cargo for Canada and Alaska when the Century Limited has already left. Silly me. I'll just drop all this off anyway. This is why I try to get a lot of upgrades to my yards. Oh, and I have one more freighter, the Louisiana freighter, which will head southwest to Atlanta. Actually, I don't know what it will do. It's kind of got cargo for all over. So I don't know where I'll send it. I might save that, send that. There we go. I can only send it to New York because the hybrid has priority so far. And there's your dino bones, and they are very high-paying jobs. Yeah, I like the new cargo for this reason. A lot of it, big bucks, big coins, specifically. Yeah, we got Night at the Museum going on here. And I'm sure these passengers just love being on the same train as that. Anyway, yeah, my system isn't exactly known for getting good reviews on BitBook, which is kind of a thing that... It's a thing that exists in other Nimblebit games. BitBook, which is like the social media for the little people, the bitizens as they're called. I know my Nimblebit game lore. Have I mentioned that I'm a nerd? Have I mentioned that I'm chronically online? All right. You have that for New Orleans, and that's what the hybrid was waiting on. So now with this, it can finally head back into Europe. Oh, this made it down to... Are you serious? Okay. This is like a pet peeve of mine when it does this. When there's like a good job that I don't want to pass up, but I'm already fully loaded, so I have to drop something off. Not fun when I got to do it, but I can go back and grab it. All right. You made it there. All right. I am very glad that I'm bringing the pumpkin steamer now that I've got this much. And it's still got room for some more cars, so yeah. Okay. And I'm not sure what I should have the Mallard do. It's kind of quiet there right now. Yankee Standard has arrived. Oh, crap. I might have to take that to LA, I guess. It can take that to San Francisco. I will do that while I'm here. Actually, I'll stop in Denver and see what I dropped off there. Let's see. I returned. Welcome back. Still on the grind. Nice to have you back. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys for watching so far, putting up with me yapping about a mobile game that's over 10 years old. All right, we will go to Beijing to drop these coffee cars off to Nome. And then I should probably send that Australia traffic down to Hanoi to get it interchanged. I think it's been holding on to that all stream now. Lunar Rovers, another high-paying new cargo job. Yeah, a lot of cool ones. Oh. Easter Island. How many dino bones are there? Oh my gosh. Why specifically dino bones? Where's the mammoth bones? I don't know. Questions? A lot of questions. I might take this to Chengdu just to drop this off for Pretoria. So Brazil freighter, right? Actually, I could just... I might just send it there. I don't know if that might be a mistake or not, but... Now, let's see. What else can I do? Kind of... Okay. Oh, yeah, you're waiting for the pumpkin steamer to arrive. What else have we got? Decatura just made it to Moscow. Very good timing. A lot of my interchanges are basically just this. Grab cars, drop off cars. Grab cars, drop off cars. Repeat. Make sure the yard doesn't overflow. That's why a lot of my interchange yards are at least 20 cars. Paris is 40 cars. Los Angeles is, I think, 35. Oh, crap. Where is the... It is all the way down in Baghdad. Okay, GG. We are refueling this guy. You are getting refueled. Congratulations, bro. You gained refuel privileges. All right. That might be it. And Decatura. How much else for it to do? What did I put in Kiev? I think that was... Oh, wait! I remember what I put in Kiev. Good payoff there. I can grab that real quick and also set off any of my remaining cars. How nice how that works out. Also, I think I looked it up. Isn't a Decatura like a kind of truck? So I'm not sure why it has a whistle. Don't know what that's about. I could be wrong. I think I looked that up one time. Hello. Yeah, nice to see you too. Kind of locked in right now. Sorry. I get locked into this. I get like dedicated. All right, you ready to go? Assuming it has enough fuel. Hopefully it does. We'll find out. Send it. Gosh dang it. Frick it. We ball. Let's go. And take that. Actually, I can't. Okay. Try not to send it out of its way. Try to like keep it on the same route. So, okay, you made it to Alice Springs. Drop that off. Grab that. And there we go. More coins. Nearly 8,000. All right, and you have that to grab now. I think I'm ready to send that back north. I know it's not a full 18, but it's at least pretty close. Since the peppermint steamer is almost here, maybe it can take some of this back with it. So I'll send it to Chengdu for that reason. You have anything to do? Does the peppermint... I don't think the peppermint... Okay, yeah, the peppermint doesn't have any traffic. So I can send this guy. I might send this guy. Well... Yes, I'm going to send this guy back to up here, the northeast end of Russia, to like Yakutsk and Magadan and Anadyrь. I've probably mispronounced all of that. I'm sorry. Because I sometimes, if I'm in a situation like this where a train isn't really doing anything, I might just send it in between these cities, basically just to farm. It basically farms for high-paying jobs. Like it might have a really high-paying job for like Alaska or Canada that starts in Anadyrh, so then it's really high-paying, and that's when I can start sending it west just to generate more jobs. Just to make sure we're not running out of cargo to send. And that's why parked. That's why I had you stop there real quick. Nothing for Honolulu. Send that to Los Angeles. Get those guys filled up. That was over 4,000 coins, by the way. Also, yeah, it's going to be coming into LA on fumes, probably. Good thing it has that fuel car. Okay. 2 crates. Let me see what I got. I'm so busy, I haven't had time to open my crates. Nothing yet. Alright. Yeah, I might send you down to Hanoi to drop that off. Actually, drop that off for Nome. Send you down there. All right. Off you go. I could send you back to New York, I guess. I guess this guy has the right away to New York. You can take that crate. That's at least a start. Almost to Kiev. Yeah, might be running out of steam here, for lack of a better term. Yeah, a lot of trains are gonna be on the road for a while, and the ones that aren't on the road either don't really have anything to do right now, or they either they don't have much to do, or they have to be refueled. So, yeah, not much going on, unfortunately. I might just have the Mallard do what the Standard is also doing. Just might have it run back and forth between towns to farm some jobs. So yeah, you can do that. Let's see what else I can do. All right. Almost wondering what I should do with the Mallard, because it's definitely one of my shortest routes. I don't know. I'm always thinking about new stuff of like how to streamline this here or change something there. Some of that I just think of as I go. Just a sort of business strategy, blah, 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 because I like that, because I'm a nerd. Fine, refuel it. Another crate. What have we got this time? Another hybrid part. Okay. Give me more electric parts, please. I want to try out one of those electrics. I don't know what I'd use it for, but that might be fun. And you've almost made it to Pretoria. I'm probably mispronouncing like half of these town names. Once again, I apologize for my lack of proper pronunciation. You can now make it there. Just drop that off. $32, by the way. $32. Yeah, good bucks jobs there. Does it have enough fuel? It does. Okay. Send you there. Sorry, I had to cough. All right. 12 fuel left. That thing barely made it. Oh, should I might just refuel it for $8. I might just send it all the way to Caracas. I'm gonna do it. We've all. Now I'm probably gonna end the stream before it makes it there, but also look at this. Look at this. Ah, it's not gonna make it. No. I thought it. Hang on. Let me see. So it's got over 9,000 coins already, plus the okay. So it would be making almost 10,000 coins just from the cargo it has on its original route, not to mention all of the cargo that the Daylight and the Bullet will be taking So yeah, this is where the freighters make a lot of big bucks from doing that kind of stuff. It's very fun. It's kind of satisfying, you know, seeing all that come together. Got that for Hong Kong, so we can get that sent. All right, now that for Kiev. Decatura will probably have to be refueled before I can send it all the way back to where it normally interchanges. Oh yeah, more free coins, what I like to call my subsidies. Well, not much else I can do at the moment, I'm afraid. I'm just waiting for some more cargo to arrive. Oh, this is almost to Reykjavik. Okay, so I could maybe send some more freight trains. I can maybe send more freighters out soon. But apart from that, I think I got a lot done. Very productive stream, I think. So I don't want to say it's the end right away, but it might be getting to that point. Yeah, not much going on, but pretty productive. And thank you guys for sticking around. I don't know how long I'm still going to be in Pocket Trains. This might just be like a 15 minutes of fame type thing where like I hop on it for a little while and then I just don't play it again for another year. We'll just see what happens. I just thought, hey, I'm back in Pocket Trains right now. I might just play around with it for a while I'm still interested. There aren't quiet zones here. Unless the fish don't like it, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of stuff to do here. You just arrived. So I will drop that all off right there. All that that the Brazil freighter can pick up whenever it comes back. You just arrived in LA. Boom, 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 boom. And that's more freight for the freighters to pick up. Who needs freight? I know some of you guys need freight. You need freight. You can take all this. All right, so then it's pretty close to being filled up. How much does the Georgia freighter have? It's pretty close. It's okay if it's not always exactly 28, at least if it's close enough. I'm fine with that. Okay, yeah, so there are trains that are starting to arrive at places, but I think I've done what I set out to do tonight. Yeah, not exactly the most engaging stream, I know, but hope you guys enjoyed my little return. I don't know how long it'll last. Depending on how long I'm still in Pocket Trains, I might make more of it. Actually, this guy just arrived. Nope, the Decatura can probably grab that. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, send that all back to Paris. Okay, send that back to Paris for the next train to grab, probably the hybrid. Hybrid's arriving in Reykjavik. Let's go. With 8 fuel left. That thing is coming in on fumes. Oh my goodness. Okay, which means I can finally get some freighters running. Finally got the freighters running. Let's go. Let's send you to Houston. And I'm only sending it to Houston because I can now send the Carolina. Never mind. I was going to send the Carolina a little bit further. Sometimes I do that, like if they have traffic for like the Mallard or somebody to pick up, but I guess not. So I guess I didn't have to do that, but well. I'll send you to New York. Maybe see if you can grab some of that. And take some cows while you're at it. Made it to Hanoi. Okay, yeah, this game is kind of addictive because I thought, oh, hey, there's not much else left to do, but now suddenly there's plenty to do. That tends to happen. All right. And you've almost made it to Anchorage. Let's see what I got up there. All right. Right, send you back to Moscow to grab that cargo that I forgot to get at first. Yeah, I think I might, unless something else decides, unless some other big thing decides to happen. Okay, before I say anything else, let's get this guy to Anchorage, and it's 1,480 coins. There you go. You can probably grab that luxury car for Berlin. Maybe the music car for Magadan, because that's just under... The Berlin one is just under 800 coins, so that's pretty good. I might send that to Nome real quick, the ballroom car, at least when I get enough fuel. All right. Send that. Is there enough fuel? I doubt it. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, all right. Well, I'll wait on that one. You. Drop that off. You, where is the daylight? It's on its way down. I tend to lose track of my trains quite a bit, if you couldn't tell. You can go down to Managua, try to get some more jobs while you're at it. Okay. Well, not much left to do, I guess. Yeah, I think I might call it here. It's been very productive day, and I'm kind of just waiting for some other stuff to arrive. So I think I might call it there. Thank you guys all for the 3 guys who are still here, 3 individuals who are still here. Thank you guys for sticking it out and for sticking with me for this little return. If you guys like this, I might do some more Pocket Train streams and maybe try to be a little more engaging. We'll see. But thank you guys for sticking around. Have a good night. And yeah, see you later. God bless.